Good morning, YouTube. How y'all doing today? I think it's an interesting story I want to talk about today. It involves this organization, PETA, who I thought their primary purpose was to help animals and also stop people from wearing animals as decorations. In other words, coats, jackets, fur boas, and stuff like that. I thought that they had some meaning behind something I can get behind as far as their theology. Are their thoughts on pets? Hi, people. I am Mrs. Red. I am Mrs. Ricks, Mocha Drop, the Sparkle Covington. How y'all doing? Miss Ashley, Sick Sad World. Good morning, heartache. Here we go again. I feel you, Sick Sad World. I guess we just doing the best we can. I am Miss Red. It's Z. Juicy Marable. Nikki's. Oh shit! Not a. Don't overwin a song, please. People, come here, baby. Come here, Squeenie. I thought this story so interesting. Come here, the ding dong. Get it, bum over here. I'm eating, Daddy. I'm eating. Come on. I want to start the show with my Squeenie dog. Let me tell you a story about a dog named Squeenie. Pull Mountain Nogi young the boom dong googie. This is my dog Squeenie. Y'all see he got a new haircut? He got a haircut a couple days ago. Ain't he cute? My dog Squeenie. I do love dogs. But before I had Squeenie, I had a Karen Terrier named Jimmy. And I loved Jimmy dog. And I'll tell you the honest truth. If I had a couple of $1,000s on me at the time that Jimmy dog passed away, I would have went out and got myself another Jimmy dog. I would have gotten another Karen Terrier because I love that dog so much. It is not unusual. You will find families or people who have had pugs since they were children. We always had pugs, right? That doesn't mean we got another pug and they made 10 baby pugs and we kept one. No, that doesn't mean it. When my pug died, I went out and I got specifically another pug dog. I like German Shepherds. I've always liked German Shepherds. And then if I want a German Shepherd, I get the choice to choose what kind of dog I want to love. I'll go out and get myself a German Shepherd. The thing about, they say, PETA seems to think you should always adopt dogs that are already alive, right? This is their stance and their mission. But are they saying then that this dog that Pete Davidson, the one that he purchased from a pet store, does not have the right to be loved, does not love in a different way than the other pets? Are they totally discarding the other dog? I'm just saying, they're still alive, right? So they still need to be adopted. They still need someone to love them. Are you saying just get rid of the dog in the pet store? Are we saying that the people in the pet store shouldn't have pet stores? Don't we all love to go see the doggies in the pet store, honey? And do we not have a right to pick out the kind of animal we want to spend the next 15, 18 years with? We're not allowed that. We all got to go down to the pound and just take whatever's available, because that's what the experience of adopting a dog from the pound is. Now, when I adopted my first dog, Jimmy dog, the Karen Terrier, I didn't know what a Karen Terrier was. I just saw that dog and I instantly was attracted to that animal, correct? But it was just a happenstance type of a thing. And I grew to love that particular breed of dogs. I've been around other dogs, other people's dogs, and I like that breed. Where am I going with this? However, when he passed away and I wanted to get another dog, I didn't have $2,000 or $3,000 to go out shopping for a dog in pet store. That's the only reason I went to the pound, because I could only afford to get a dog from the pound. And as it turns out, I got this Squeenie dog who's so wonderful. Look at him. He licking my hand. Look at him, people. Look at that face. Look at that. How could you not love me, Daddy? How could you not love me? I fell in love with this dog kind of thing, right? But anyway, my point was, People do choose their dogs. You go to dog shows, everybody, they've got certain breeds, they got pure breed dogs. What difference does it make where you get the dog from? The dog is alive, and the dog needs to be cared for and taken care of. So I'm totally with Pete Davidson, right? He said he gave him all the excuses why, I'm hyper allergic, and he's not. He has some kind of rare disease kind of thing that he struggles with. But he bought the dog for his mother. And I think it was wrong for these PETA people to come out in the store when this man is making a purchase for his family, film it, and try to make get headlines from it, right? This is what they did. They abused him. So they have people talking shit about Pete Davidson, his mother, and their animal. Correct? Being with this thing, YouTube, social media is, people be talking shit about the animal, like the animal doesn't have a right to exist. What do you do with that? You put the animal, do you put that animal then in a trash bag and throw him in the water? I think he was right to tell the people to suck his dick. He's within his rights. You had no business coming into a store and filming me and then going all over social media to declare me some kind of dog hater or some shit because I choose to buy a dog as opposed to go to a pound and get one. The thing about going to a pet store and picking out a dog is you are picking out the dog that you want. Same thing with some of these breeders. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. Depends on who's breeding them. But I know many people, they lose one dog, the other dog they get looks just like the other one. And it goes on for generations. They say they have little pictures of all the dogs they had all their life. They all look alike. Right? So Pete Davidson, the PETA people posted he sent them an email, I believe. One of the social media things, apps, and cussed them out briefly in a sentence or two about his situation, why he needed, I don't know why he got to explain why he wants to buy whatever he wants to buy. It's for sale. It's not illegal. He can buy what he wants to buy, right? Stick to throwing a paint on people, right? And then take your ass to prison. I'll go to jail for assault. PETA, you're dead wrong in this. Good for you, Pete Davidson. You tell him, honey. Tell him to suck that big old slong, because apparently Kanye West seems to think that Pete Davidson has a big old slong. So when he tells them to do that, he's really telling them to do something. That's just assault and shoot. What y'all think, honey? Does this man have a right to buy a dog from a pet store? I gotta tell you something else I know about pet stores too. When I was getting Jimmy, my first dog, he was fresh there. He had only been there less than 24 hours, right? And the lady at the SPCA explained to me that every year, right around the same time of the year, I don't remember if this was after Christmas or Thanksgiving, right around that same time, when they come to work, they'll have like 9 cages in front of the SPCA. 9 cages of little puppies. People tend to want to adopt puppies. They want to train the dog and they want to have the full life of the puppy, of the dog, right? They'll have 9 cages. These are totally donated, no paperwork, nothing, just dropped off. And they'll get several of these through the year, but on this particular date, they always get them, right? And what the lady explained to me was that when the puppies in the pet store get to be a year old, they are no longer sellable as newborn puppies, right? So the pet stores, they sell puppies. They very rarely do they keep a dog over a year and a half, right? And so they just donate the dogs. So even when you're getting them from the pound, you could be very well getting it from a pet store, girl. And what difference does it make? This dog deserves life. The dog is here, honey. Anyway, did I make any sense there? PETA sounds like a terrorist group. Why are they going attacking that man because you're making a purchase, a legitimate purpose in a pet store, and rescuing a pet from a pet store, right? You don't know what kind of treatment the dog gets. Are the dogs properly walked in the pet store, right? Is that dog less valuable because he came out of a pet store? He still came out of a dog's pussy, honey. Is he not still alive? They didn't ever say anything about the animal, like the animal is some kind of horrible demon or something. The dog ain't did nothing wrong. He just got born. Anyway, people have various opinions. I don't believe you're supposed to try to instruct people about how they acquire their pets. I think that people, if they're successful, they have a lot of money, they want to bless their mother. Their mother, apparently his mother just lost her animal, who she loved very much, but was very young. He wanted to replace the animal, a nice, good thing. He rescued a pet, just like you rescued a pet from the SPCA. You've also rescued a pet from the pet store. No mommy, nobody to love them, right? You've also given them a home. And they'll rush their ass in there and do that. So it's just fucked up to me that he's getting flack. Although many people will understand that. They say, yes, I'm a successful person. Yes, I love Great Danes. I've always loved Great Danes. I think a Great Dane is the most beautiful animal on the planet. No, am I going to take a chance now and just keep going down to the SPCA, keep going and going and going until I can get the dog that I want? The Great Dane that I've been dreaming about since I was a child. I can afford to get him. Wouldn't I just go and get him? Wherever he comes from, he's still being rescued. He's still being given a home. My opinion. What y'all think? Y'all like my baby haircut? He's so cute. Now, Jimmy, he done turned on me, right? Because at first I used to compare the two dogs. Oh, Squeenie, Jimmy would never do that. Oh, Squeenie, Jimmy, you're not like Jimmy. All that kind of stuff, right? But eventually this dog has stolen my heart. And he's just wonderful. So now I like Cairn Terriers, and also I like Lhasa Apso, which is what he is. Wherever they come from, honey. We don't just throw away life. They don't give you no excuse of what they think is supposed to happen. Is the pet store man supposed to go out of business? Is that it? Oh, he's being sold in the pet store. It's like the worst thing in the world. Why is it the worst thing in the world, girl? It comes out of a meal. It comes out. No, it is life, honey. It comes from two animals having sex, girl. And whether they want to mix two breeds together and make new breeds. That's why we have so many different breeds, girl. I don't think that's anything to fight against. I just don't believe it. Right? If you can go out and pay $2,000 and $3,000, those pugs now are going for like $5,000, girl. You think them people are standing in line outside the SPCA waiting for a pug to come through? Oh, we got one pug. We got 400 people looking for a pug, and we got one pug. And I guess they all supposed to rush down there, girl. No, that one needs the love, and I don't have no affection for that other dog at all. Just take him because he's in the pound. Wherever you get your animals from, love your animals, take care of your animals, give your dog, give them a home, honey. They provide more for us than we provide for them, in my opinion. How the sparkle coveting? You gonna make Nikki B mad? Nikki B don't like all that singing, honey. He said, "Oh, he already caught on to the good morning heartache, honey." That's what this damn YouTube is many times, child. Good morning heartache, you old gloomy sight. Woo! I don't know what else is going on here. Did y'all see the story on this story with Pete Davidson? Can't go and buy my mama a dog. I want to bring your ass in there. But you going to embarrass a woman? You know the kind of things that these PETA people are going to be saying to his mother about the animal, the innocent animal. Oh, he went to the pound. He got one. He went to the. Okay, so one is missing out of the 2 million animals here that don't have homes. Pete Davidson got one. Fuck the ones in the pet store. What are the aliens or something? Oh, they mixed the breed. They mixed it. It's a designer dog. We don't have biracial people here. Should we exterminate them as well? People, you don't create life. You're just manipulating life, honey. Right? And that's why they have so many different breeds. That little dog is really cute too. I don't know how you can look to that little face and tell the animal that he is not worthy of life. He should never have been born, and we don't accept or agree with you. The fuck you going to agree with me? I'm here. Anyway, don't encourage him, LaSparkle. Don't encourage him. Now, you don't want to encourage me, Nikki B, because I don't even be thinking about it. PETA is not what people think it is. No, they're just, well, that was a publicity stunt, what they did there. So they want publicity, they got it, because his email is getting a lot more traction than their comments or wherever the fuck they appeared. Right? What kind of negative press you want to get? Well, you want to put a big X over the dog? You should have taken up PETA, take the dog's face and put an X. This dog doesn't exist. We didn't find him in the alley, so he does not exist, not worthy of life at all. Leave him in the pet store until he dies. Is Squeenie a Shih Tzu? He looks like one, don't he? Betty White? No, he's not. He's a Lhasa Apso. As far as I can tell, he is purebred Lhasa Apso. I saw him on, I was mourning my other dog and coming through cancer myself. I had cancer and my dog had cancer. They were able to cut my cancer out of my liver. But soon after that, when I came home, the dog was sick as well. He was throwing up all over the place. They had taken him to the vet for several months. He had a cyst in his mouth. They cut it out. Then they took all his teeth out, and then he kept on getting these cysts in his mouth. It was time for him to die. And when you look it up online, his life expectancy was 15 years, and that is exactly how old he was. So it's just the natural thing that was to happen. But I was just browsing through animals. It was kind of lonely in here. I just love pets. And I went to the SPCA for a couple of days. No dog really inspired me or anything like that. I wanted him to be little. I live in an apartment. I wanted him to be male just because I don't know why I just wanted to be male, but I figure I'm male. I should have a male dog. And I wanted him to be 1 year old, him to be a puppy. Well, Squeenie was 3 years old. But I saw him online, and I ran down to the SPCA. It's a short ride from here, and he wasn't there. Now, he's the only dog that really inspired me. I thought he's the cutest thing on earth. But I ran down there, and then the dog wasn't there. So I asked the lady, I said, man, that dog was just on. He just came online today, and he's gone already. She said, oh, let me check the back. All the dogs are not out here. We only have a certain amount of kennels on the floor, right? We got a big SPCA here, but they can only hold so many animals. He had never even made it onto the floor. So I got the Squeenie dog a couple hours after he was posted on their website. If you want to look at dogs, just go to the SPCA website, and it changes every day on what they have down there. So I ran down there, got my Squeenie dog. That's how I got him. But he is a Lhasa Apso. He looks almost identical to a Shih Tzu, except the Shih Tzu, and they have a similar history. They're both from Tibet. But the Shih Tzu's got a smaller snout, and he's a little bit smaller animal than the Squeenie dog. But if I saw a Squeenie dog in a pet store, I don't think anything wrong with purchasing the dog. He's alive. He needs a home, just like the one in the pound needs a home. Some people are just jealous, honey. The people have enough money that they can go and purchase a $1,200, $1,400, $2,000 dog. Well, it's just a matter of being able to pick out the dog that you want, right? Most people have, certain breeds of dogs. Everybody ain't got to be just some they adopted just for the sake of adopting the animal. People pick out their dogs. Of course they do. We have whole dog shows showing the best of the breeds. That's why they got to be breeds. But anyway, he filled the Jimmy Dog's shoes just right, just well. In fact, the Squeenie Dog is much more affectionate than the Jimmy Dog. I had to beg the Jimmy Dog for a little sugar. Come on, please. Give me another treat. Okay. Uh-oh. He cleaned the bone again. See, he likes to eat these in here. Whenever I'm coming in here, he eats them dry, but I'll give them to him in the bedroom. He don't eat them there. So they got their own personality. I have to be trained as well. All dogs go to heaven. That's right. Life. Mhm. They don't want the dogs to mix breed. What the fuck difference does it make? My new baby is a German Shepherd. We wanted a big dog. Okay. Now, right. Now, Betty White, didn't you have an idea of what kind of dog you wanted? Or did you just take any dog? You can get the dog that you want, can't you? You're going to be loving him and feeding him and walking him and giving him a tasty treat, scratching his paws. That's going to be your animal. Can't you have the kind of animal you want? So, Peter, you got what you wanted. You wanted publicity? There you go. Pete Davidson just made you famous. I didn't know you had a big dog, Betty White. Some people with houses have 5 or 6 dogs. I would love to do that if I had a space for them. I thought about even here. I never liked, never drawn to cats my whole life. I thought they were evil because they had slanty eyes, kind of thing. But now every time I see one, they're so cute, the little kittens. I said, I wonder if I could sneak me a kitten up in here. I'm approved to have one service animal, one support dog. I want to sneak me a kitty cat. I think they're so adorable now. So if I had a house, I'd probably get a lot of animals. Have several. You have a tiny minx cat with no tail. Oh, I had to a tail. They're adorable. Y'all watch the YouTube shorts. I go through those shorts and I look at the dogs more than I look at the people. And they got all kind of people in there dancing, very creative. But they have these little things where the animals are talking, or the humans are giving voice to the animals. And sometimes it seems so right on, like that's really what the animal is thinking, or how he's behaving. Mm-hmm. Born like that, no tail. Mm-hmm. This is what God made me. Thank you. Excuse me. No, I think if I had a second pet, I'd probably get another dog. That's just too much work, though. You got to bend over and pick up different poops. You got to wait for this one. This one won't go. Squeenie dog like to smell everything, so you got to wait for him. And no, it's too much. Too much for daddy. If you had a yard and all that kind of stuff, that'd be great. You know, do their own thing. Tiny dog to ride with me in my truck. You need a tiny dog to ride with you in your truck? Oh, see, that's the right idea. Super chat. You can get them from the pound or from the breeders, or you can get them from the pet store. Everything's not a political statement, honey. You have an animal, a pet that needs to be cared for. They can't go to the store and buy their dog food. They can't do things for themselves. They need a human. I don't think one's better than the other one. Oh, they mixed my mama and daddy. They introduced my mom and daddy. That's why I'm a designer dog, whatever. So their life is less valuable than one that had sex in the alley somewhere. No, they're both valuable. If you love that dog, you like that dog, y'all get along. You gotta make everything a political statement. I think a lot of these people do they get government funds or something? Grants? What are their motivation out there harassing people? He should send off an email to the pet store as well. So I don't like what happened there. I came there to patronize your business, and you allowed these people to do that. You should have a sign on your door. I'm asking you to put a sign on your door. no filming customers, no filming in the store, period. Right? Because they'll do that to him. They'll also do it to other celebrities or anybody. That's not right. You want me to come over and spend a couple $1,000s with you? And this is what I get? I'm a bad person because I adopted an animal. Oh, you didn't get it from the pound. Well, are you in cahoots with the pound, honey? Who are you working for? Don't have to groom them. Oh, you don't have to groom the kitty cat. He cleaned his own paws. Oh, I think those little ones are so cute. I guess some of them will grow into cats, kind of thing. But the Squeenie dog, he's the same size, but I got him the exact same weight. So it's just better for me in an apartment to have. I just think small dogs are cute. You know, people have different kinds that they like. Some people have never say. Let me see. Goonies never say die. Uncle Tim, I found a. Wait a minute. Where is Goonies never say die? Goonies never say die. Where are you? You said something. Goonies. You talking about Jermaine? Wait a minute. Uncle Tim, I found a rare interview of Jermaine Stewart on YouTube from his home in 1988. Were you still friends with him in 88? Yes. Yes, we met in 1977, but we still knew each other. We were always friendly. We lived together for summer. Yeah, whenever you pull up a Jermaine Stewart video, though, this algorithm, the way it works, then they'll show you whatever they have on him. So they pop up for me all the time. But sometimes it makes you sad. People have passed away, you know. Well, somebody else was tired. Another dog story. I am misread. A little kitty found me a week ago. It came out of nowhere, and it's about 4 weeks old. 4 weeks old. Oh. Not that I wanted another cat, but what was I going to do? This kitty chose me, a little black kitten. Oh, you got to take another one in. You got to be careful you don't become a cat lady, though. Some of the ladies, you know, they got cats, older ladies, I guess. They have, they can't resist them. So they have 8, 9, 10 cats. Well, that's good. That's another kitty cat. They got a home. Mm-hmm. They are assigned to take care of us. We are assigned to take care of their physical needs as well. That's a nice little story. They stink. They don't stink. You go wash them then. That's what my Squeenie tells me. He said, don't be telling me I stink, Daddy. You ain't gonna wash me shit. You think I'm gonna go and give me some soap and water? Just wash my back, honey. Now, my Jimmy dog, he didn't even need all I got was his face cut as far as grooming. His hair never grew anywhere, right? But he shed it constantly. This doggy, I have to get him a hair grooming every 2 months or every 7 weeks. And it's $100 a pop. But I just love him so much now. It's not a big, I just got used to it now. It's what his needs are. But he don't do no shedding at all. So I guess it's a trade-off. And then I wash him myself, you know, every couple of weeks. I guess they're supposed to have a certain amount of oil in their bodies, you know. But I had to learn step by step. Mm-hmm. Goonies never say never. Was that the video where he's showing his apartment in the Franklin Towers, and he's driving up in his car in Mercedes? I think I might have seen that one. I saw several of them, but nostalgia is not always that great for me. I'm not a person that looks through a lot of old photos and things because the people are gone now. All those people. That's why I people don't understand why you get so upset with these people. The way they talk about HIV, like it's horrible. What we went through with AIDS. I mean, Jermaine died from HIV, liver cancer, but it was basically AIDS. when I had liver cancer, that was the same thing. I would have been dead. But they have treatments now, and they have medications and so forth, things that were not available to him. We lost so many good people, so many creatives, right? And they think it's a joke. No damn joke. It was horrible. Betty White said, "You look very well taken care of, you ding dong dong." I love the Sweeney dog. Was I affected by the gas leak and water main break in San Francisco? Well, it happened just a block up from me. When I went to the park, to the dog park, there was water. The streets were blocked off, and there was water flooding everywhere. But I was at the very end. But it's on my street, right up the street from me, up there at the what's that hospital? I forget the name of the hospital. About 2 blocks up. No, I was not affected by it. There was no explosion, I don't think. Nothing that we were aware of. We just saw water, just a lot of water. Why people are so judgmental about HIV? They feel like they have something on you, child. Even if somebody did have a deadly disease, what the hell's funny about that? Is cancer funny? That's another homophobic thing, child. They ain't carrying on about the goddamn COVID. They just took out a couple million. People are people. People. We're all just ugly people. We ain't all ugly, honey. There's certain ones which I won't get into. That is ugly. Do y'all think I call everybody ugly? Sometimes I go back to some of my old videos and I say, well, goddamn, Timothy, is everybody ugly? Baby. I guess I see the ugly part of them when they're acting up. HIV has never been better, child. I facilitate a group, long-term survivors. HIV issues hardly ever come up. The whole program was put in place when people were still getting sick. The group, I've been there that long, but we don't talk about HIV. Just take one pill a day and that's it, you know. But then we're experiencing what we're experiencing now is we're all getting old, honey. I'm 65. I'm the youngest one in the damn group, and I'm the facilitator. But there's one other guy younger than me. So we are living proof that people are living full lives. I think I missed a lot of the horror of the disease. Of course, it happened in my own family, which I consider my partner, my family. I had to experience that because I was with him almost to the very end. But a lot of it I missed because I was getting high. I think it's part of it. What was why I was getting high. So I wasn't fully present, right? When you do drugs, it's just about getting high. You don't think about a lot of other stuff. You don't think about your bills. You don't think about what you're going to do for a living. You don't think about disease. You don't think about dying. You don't think about anything. It's just a way to escape. Unfortunately, you get hooked. Started out that way, but hooked is hooked. It don't matter why you got there, honey. You got there. The high V is not the same today. No, it's nothing near the same. Betty White. In the beginning, starting around 85, 86, it was a death sentence, right? And it was not a friendly death. It was wasting and a lot. That was 30-some years ago. Yet I'm just as healthy as I was the day they told me I had it 30 years ago. I think I only found out about it because I went to jail. And in the LA County jail, if you had HIV, you would get an extra peanut butter and jelly sandwich in your sack lunch, right? So I when they get tested, although I had my suspicions, I went and got tested so I can get that extra peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Stop, boy. Plus, not forget the security element. Come on, ding dong, dee dee. Oh, dee dee dee. Get it bum right here. Get it bum. Get it bum down. There you go. Y'all know the story of the Lhasa Apso, right? Them and the Shih Tzu. They were bred in the monasteries. What did I just say? In the monasteries, right? And their job was to alert the lions if there were strangers in. I hear people in the hallway. If there were strangers in the building. In other words, there could be in the monastery or the castles, there could be 100 people who live there. They were not alert to any of those 100 people. But if there was ever a stranger in the building, then they would alert the lions, so the lions come eat them up. So they were bred for security, even though they can't bite nothing. Little tiny little bitty teeth. They could certainly bark. So that's why this one's always yapping. Anybody walks through the hall, he goes to yapping. Now I think that's true probably with most dogs. When you live in an apartment building, you have a hallway, or you live in a house and somebody's on your property or something. That's how you know, because of the dogs. Dogs are even better security system than your alarm, because they're gonna let you know, honey. I still look hot. Oh, thank you, Nikki B. Even with my voice. Do you think I should go into show business, Nikki B? When I was a teenager, I wanted to be Al Green so bad. Oh my God, honey. I even bought microphones and shit. My mama would sit there, baby, I love you. That ain't it. Let me say since, baby, since we've been together, oh, loving you forever is what I need. Nikki! I'm saying to you, Nikki B. Hell no, that ain't it. Baby, that is not it. You ever come across a flight attendant? No, I didn't never come across no flight attendant who is believed to be patient zero. They have his video on here on YouTube. You can pull up his name. The first patient zero, that was debunked as being mythical, because maybe he was the first one tested, but he didn't bring HIV to the United States by himself. I think that story was debunked, though, and it didn't seem to make any sense to me that one person brought it to this country. No more than COVID came from one person in China or something like that. Something like that, you couldn't trace it. I mean, some people, they walk around with it for 5 or 6 years, didn't even know they had it. That's why it became so big in the LGBTQ community, because by the time they found out that they had this disease, many people had already been infected for years. Right? Then it just started appearing. It didn't start appearing the day they got it. Will you ever do a book signing in your area? I did one in my church a couple of times. I'm kind of shy about that kind of stuff, though. I think my books have not been nearly read. I'm not good at promotion, right? Like the last book I wrote on here, the second in the Beef Sector series, was Deadly Wager. I hardly put it up at all. I just put it up announcing that it was here, right? And I talked about it for a couple, 2 or 3 weeks, and that was it, So there's all kind of, I'm just not good at promoting the work. I enjoy the work. I enjoy writing. I did finally, because I've been shut down for over a month, where I stopped writing, right? And I used to, whenever I go out of the house, I would play the book that I was working on over and over in my head, right, to stay current. So I did start that again yesterday. So hopefully I'll be able to start and finish this book. The book is almost finished anyway, the third and last book in that series about the beef sector. And it'll probably be the last book that I ever write. I'm guessing, unless something happens that really inspires me. I was never intending to write about the beef sector, but it's something that consumed my life for these last 5 years, 6 years. So I just started. I think people in Deanna Irving's chat who kept inspiring me to write about what was going on in Atlanta. And when I picked up just started writing about that, I thought, well, maybe it's a clever idea. I saw that the story was bigger than just the show. So now I've written 2 books on that. Check them out, people. They're on Amazon. One click. Timothy, I just received Meth Monster. Oh, little Sparkle Covington. Great. Yeah, Meth Monster. That was my best-selling book. And you're going to hear all the things they said. Oh, that's why they keep saying dumpster dive. Oh, that's why they keep saying prostitute. Oh, now I understand. These monsters over here on YouTube, girl. They only picked it up and skipped forward. They want to find the bad part. How to get to the bad part. The book is it's a spiritual book. It's about something I think is valuable. Not only about getting on drugs or how it happened, what happened, but how do you now get off of dope, right? It's a spiritual book, spiritual journey. Hope you enjoy that, Sparkle. Trump, Christie are fat shaming each other. I think my favorite one, the first 2 novels were really, I thought were great. The Love and Gospel Music. It's a big book. And the next one, though, I think is probably the one that was most popular. It was called The Epiphany. The Epiphany is a big book. If y'all want to get one book from Timothy Blaine, get that one. Well, Myth Monster too, but no, that's Murder in the Beef Sector. The Epiphany is a different book. Okay. I don't know if I have any in here. I got this new desk. It doesn't hold very much, so I don't have them all here. I got my festival. I was trying to show y'all. I got this fabulous ass desk, honey. Y'all seen the French? Ladies, y'all probably seen the French writing desk. The Epiphany, available on Amazon. Right? It's a great story. Anyway, I do intend to finish this last one. When you get into them, it really is a lot of fun just writing. It's a great hobby to have. But I should do more with promoting my books. I just never did it. I don't trust the people who contact you, because if you guys who have written or will read, I don't trust the people who contact you who want to promote your book for you, marketing people, because they want half and whatever, and then you take half. What's left for me? After I pay my taxes, what is left for me? But they're all on Amazon. So I got this is my 8th book, so I've written 7. Nadia Z, you gonna read them all this summer? Okay. Start with Love and Gospel Music. That's the big novel. That's the biggest novel. And the other ones all stem from that story. That's where it started. Although you could read it, you can read them out of order too. Almond Brown has read them. I think she read all of them, except for the ones about beef sector. I think she was trying to give me space to sell them, but she read all the ones in the Love and Gospel Music series. They're all 4 of them. Those are available too on her channel, Almond Brown 09. Who knows? I might, after I die, they might become popular. Like the artists, many artists, they were never popular when they were alive. When they died, that's when they become superstars. Mm-hmm. Some people are doing readings of your book. Well, that's fine. Yeah, you're welcome to read it. If you want to read it online, yeah, it's great promotion for me. They read one, they might go look at the other ones, It never has been about a big money thing for me. That's not my. I just want people to read my stories. Mhm. Anything else going on today, peoples? I haven't even checked, child. I'm just saying, go Pete, go. Cuss their ass out. Some people say you ain't supposed to cuss. I don't know where that came from either. Oh, here's a pregnant man on the cover of Glamour met with outrage. Oh, that was Spill It Boy TV is talking about that. About the pregnant man. I guess it's physically possible. If you have the organs of a woman still, you can still get pregnant. You know, a lot of people have the maternal instinct. They want to have children. It's unusual that they actually put it on the cover these days. But the world is changing, people, and we have to let it change. Let me see what else is going on. Ex-girlfriend testifies in Travis. Okay, I see. Tyrese is crying again. Tyrese is crying again about that damn child support. He's mad at Vlad TV. I don't see anything else. Let me see. We'll see. Let me see. Dobie, stand your ground, really dealing with the female problems. Okay. Oh, I see Lady Nick is back on. Larry Reed says, God's rainbow or their rainbow. Candace VOC's post. Is this Candace? Is that woman that was in the Target said she goes to all Targets? Make sure y'all got no rainbow in there, girl. I hope somebody starts stalking your ass, girl. Start going there, go to all the Targets, all this fake ass religion you pushing, honey. Making your ass rich. Is that this woman? Her name Candace? I don't know. Okay, I don't see that now. Get back to y'all, darlings. Mm-hmm. Timothy, you are popular? I don't know. I didn't get any new subscribers. I could have pumping up my game here last month. I think we're at 22,000. I mean, that's a good number for the beef sector. If you want to step out of the beef sector, then you got to start talking about celebrities. People that other people watch is an automatic bigger audience, you know. Goonies never say, "Dad, you got in trouble." You on punishment? Okay. Yeah, I need to start reading more too. Now I read every day. I listen to audiobooks every day, but unfortunately, I listen to them as I'm going to bed. So when I wake up, I never know where I'm at in the story. You wake up a couple times a night, pee and all that, and 4 chapters is missing and that kind of thing. So they put me to sleep. That's not the best way to read necessarily. I could read physical books, I guess, but I think it's going to have the same effect where they put me to sleep. I need to read up during the day or listen. I mean, I mostly listen to audiobooks. Now, I say that my dyslexia is the reason I only listen to audiobooks these days. I think it's just an easier way to do it because when I was in prison, I was what you call an avid reader because there's nothing else to do in there. Especially when you're in lockup all the time. All you can do is read. So I must have gone through book every other day when I was in there. So it's not like I can't pick up a hardcover book. I've just gotten lazy with it. And audiobooks can be fun too. Murder in the Beef Sector is an audiobook with Almond Brown. She was the reader. Mm-hmm. You listen to The Art of War at night. They come and deal with these heathens, honey. You got to get some moves. Mm-hmm. Uncle Tim, can we get an old school video with you holding the white globe mic and the background completely black? I gave away that microphone. Most people are using these other microphones now that people like Jay Wilson can't turn your mic down. What's it called? I forget what it's called, but all of these other people, they have them on these poles and things, they put them right in their face. Those are better microphones, I suspect, but they cost just a little bit more than these. Hell, I use these things. They're Yetis, and I have 2 or 3 of them. Hell, I mean, if I'm not on here yelling and screaming at people, I don't need no better mic. But that's what they're all using these days. I don't know if it gives you more control or what. My voice is loud enough. I don't need to be hollering and screaming and singing. This is just auto work. Okay, Wilson has that thing on 10. Oh, that girl. Now, Wilson, he used to come on here constantly acting like Sean Bradley was so low life and he's too loud. I can't take all that loud. And now he's on there and he just starts screaming first thing in the morning. He's in that car screaming into the mic. I said, what are you screaming about, girl? You're the only one here. We hear you. Turn the volume down, child. Yeah, he keeps it all the way up. And then when you're on, if you do, what do you call that thing? When you talk to people, I forget what it's called. My brain is not awake yet. Anyway, StreamYard. When you're on StreamYard, if you're the host, you have the power to turn your microphone all the way up, not just through your microphone or your computer, but through StreamYard itself. You can raise your microphone volume up, and you can actually lower other people's volume. That's why you can't win over there, because they just overtalk you, scream like they're not saying anything. They're just screaming over top of you. So I just kind of gave that up. Gave up the effort. They don't want to talk. They're scared to talk because they don't want to expose that they're stupid. That's what it is, honey. Anytime somebody got to overtalk you, get it all, turn their microphone all the way loud and yours all the way down and all that, girl, they're afraid. They don't want to be exposed as being dumb. They're not trying to have no real conversation. All right, so thank y'all for coming in. I guess it's not a lot more to talk about. Let me do another perimeter check. Not a lot else going on, but it's early. Let me see. Ooh, that picture. That last picture of Kwani. Okay. I see James is doing these shorts now. I'm seeing some of the beef sector people are showing up in these short things now. I think they do a little bit of that on their own. YouTube just does it. And then there are people who have contacted me when they first started that, several people, where they just take your videos and take portions of it out and put it on these short things. But the shorts are fun. They're interesting. Not only just for the pets, but for the dancing, these young people and what they can do with their bodies. My God. Ain't nothing like being young, honey. You better enjoy it. Oh, my goodness, Charles Dawson. You can be catching on. You always come on late, Charles Dawson. Just dropping by to say hello. Hi, Charles Dawson. Mm-hmm. We're just talking about Pete and PETA. Pete Davidson bought a dog. PETA upset with him for not adopting the dog from the pound or SPCA. So they invaded his privacy, went into the pet store and filmed him buying a dog when he's buying a dog for his mama, so they can talk shit about his mama now. So he emailed them or contacted them to some social media and cussed them the hell out, what they call the fuck out, and invited them to to whatever. He invited them to do things to his body, put it like that. And from what we understand, he has got quite a healthy body. Are you on summer vacation? I'll be able to catch more lives. Okay. Enjoy your vacation. Stay away from that San Antone. You got friends down there, right? Don't go to San Antone, honey. You might be tempted to go and murder somebody or something. Mm-hmm. But I got a few errands to do. I'm expecting. Sometimes Amazon pisses me off. They tell you this package is going to arrive at certain time. That package is going to arrive, and then 2 days later, it still ain't here. So I guess you're supposed to just stay home waiting for the damn thing. You can't just leave it outside because they'll steal it. Anyway, my nephew, some of you guys have seen my bedroom. I have his picture that he drew. It is of a black person and a black Christ, and their hands extended. Well, I love that thing, but it's in the same frame that it was sent to me. My sister sent it to me, his mother, and I'm going to reframe it today. I like to have something to do. I'm still planning on redoing my kitchen, but I got to get approval first. So that's what we're going to do today. I probably had to get some glass cut or something. Anyway, so thanks for coming in, guys. We'll talk to you later. We'll be talking to you, Charles Dawson. Later, people.